Once a homecoming queen, now in prison. But what really happened? Let's find out. It all starts with young Kim. She's having a great life, of course, often recognized amongst people, and like I said earlier, she was homecoming queen. Time passed and her life was still great. She got a job, a car, and the stability she has always wanted. After a while, this guy comes into the picture. His name is Brian. Brian was an Air Force sergeant and a very great looking young man. He picked interest in Kim, and of course, she liked him too. So, with that, they start talking a lot and hanging out and going on dates. And Brian then thinks it's best if Kim moves in with him, and of course, she agreed. But here's what the problem is. Kim growing up has always been used to being center stage, all eyes on her, and at this point, Brian's love was no longer enough for her. She just wanted his own divided attention, which of course is not possible. He has to do other stuffs. So she would often get jealous and start a fight, and she checks his phone, and this becomes very exhausting for Brian. After a year, Brian decides to end the relationship, which is actually very sad. But another crazy thing happens on January 10th, 2010. Brian went to a bar with his friend, and Kim happened to be there as well, which is a very crazy coincidence. When he sees this, of course, he won't feel comfortable. Brian then talks to his friend, both contemplating on if they should stay or leave, considering they don't want to actually start a scene on Kim. Well, at the end, Brian decides to stay back. Later on, Kim sees Brian with some random lady, and my oh my, she sees red. She starts screaming at the top of her voice and doing some other crazy stuff. Brian, of course, can't take this, so he left the bar and went to his car. While in the car, he left a voicemail breaking up with Kim again. Remember, I said Kim has always been center stage. It's possible she has never faced rejection, talk less of being dumped via voicemail. So she gets really mad. I mean, really mad. She stormed out of the house and heads over to Brian's apartment. While in the apartment, she grabbed a knife and attacked Brian. She kept stabbing him repeatedly, and as if that wasn't enough, anytime the knife fell or broke, she just grabs another one. In total, according to records, Brian was stabbed more than 60 times. Very quickly, she realized she's in big trouble, and for her, at that moment, calling the cops was the best idea, hoping to blame what happened on a random stranger. So the cops rushed down to Brian's apartment. On getting there, they saw Brian unalived and soaked in his whole pool of blood. It was terrible, actually. The knives she used were lying around, but for Kim, she's just there claiming they were attacked by a stranger. But the cops they don't really believe her because from what they've seen so far, the knives, the amount of cuts on Brian's body, it all points to rage and murder. On April 2012, the trial began, and after 6 days of testimony, the jury discussed and reviewed the scene again. It was very clear she was guilty for second degree murder. On May 12th, 2012, Kim was sentenced to life in prison.